Hi, I am Prashant Rajan from BBA Morning A of MERI College, and today I am here to present you a very interesting topic of business communication. The topic that I have selected is the overall impact of your communication is 7% words, 38% voice, and 55% body movement by Albert Mehrabian, which is also called the Mehrabian formula. Let us start by looking at the person right here called Albert Mehrabian, who is an Iranian professor of psychology at the University of California. He's also constructed a number of psychological measures including arousal seeking tendency scale. Now, he was the one who founded the 738-55 rule, and which is very well known in business communication. Let us see what this rule portrays. The 738-55 rule portrays that 7% of what we communicate consists of literal content of the message, and 38% is taken up by our own voice, pitch, intonation, and 55% is just the body language we use while communicating. Now, 7% is words spoken, which comprises of the literal words we are trying to communicate, which is the verbal part of our communication, whereas the 38 and 55%, which sums up to a total of 93% of non-verbal element of the communication. This leads us to the elements of the Mehrabian formula. So the main communication can be bifurcated into two parts, verbal and non-verbal, which is 7% and 93% respectively. The content or the information is just 7%, and the other non-verbal part of our communication is 93%. The body language and how we speak is very important while communicating, especially in the corporate sector. Now let us analyze the statement. So the analysis is done on the basis of the dominant part and the congruence between both the elements. Now, if we are trying to communicate and the non-verbal elements in the communication model could be dominating, if the non-verbal part of our communication is dominating, which mostly represents our feelings and opinions perceived by the other person, then there could be a problem between what we are actually trying to communicate and what we radiate. By radiating, it means that what we are actually trying to portray from our non-verbal elements during communication, rather than emphasizing on the words we are trying to communicate. Now the congruence part, apart from just the interaction, the verbal and the non-verbal elements should support each other. Let me explain this by using an example. For example, a person has a problem with another person, and he says the verbal part of his communication is that I don't have a problem, but while he is communicating, he is avoiding eye contact or is having a very submissive or nervous body language. Then the other person will surely be unconvinced of what he is trying to portray. Hence, congruence is very important during in the analysis during communication. Misinterpretation and criticism of the statement. So there are few criticisms and there is one misinterpretation that the non-verbal cues are only important in the communication, whereas the meaning of the word aren't, which means that communication should only be focused on 93% of the 93% of the elements present, which is the non-verbal part of the communication, which is not true. Some of the criticisms are that the result of the study was only based on out of women's participation, as men did not participate, And the other criticisms are that body posture wasn't taken into the studies or the report. Hence, the result were only based on other body languages apart from body posture. That's it from my side. Let us now summarize what we have studied. We first found out about Albert Mehrabian, who founded the statement or the rule or the Mehrabian rule. The second, what we studied was the overall elements of the rule and what does it portray. Thirdly, we analyze the relationship between verbal and non-verbal elements and how congruence is important between the verbal and non-verbal elements. And then we finally got to know some of the criticism that this statement faced. I hope you like this presentation. Thank you.